It's your boy Dave, and I'm back today. We back with some more Rustage. This time we checking out his Mob Psycho rap. Okay. And we got some powerhouse hitters on here. Zach B, so you know he about to hit us with the narrative rap. And Chewiecatt might get to sing and everything. Anyways, I have not seen this anime, but I am familiar with what it is. Interesting title, naming it Okay. I feel like he about to flow on this. Rustage has been just doing nothing but absolute topping himself every song. So I expect nothing less here. Let's go ahead, shut up and turn it up. Rapper Rustage. Nawaka. Oh, I don't think have I seen anything by Nawaka before? The editing? Nanaki. I think that's what it is. The way that the N is kind of makes it look like it's a W. Oh, that's clever. Nanaki, that's what it is. It almost kind of looks like a W. That's actually really clever font right there.
I fade into the background in my own life. I don't feel sad, I guess. At least I know I don't cry.
Fade into the background in my own life, bro. If that's actually kind of relatable, where it kind of feels like you're on autopilot. Also, knowing what I know about Mob Psycho, which is very little, obviously he can go 0 to 100 very, very fast. So the fact that it's kind of starting off really, really low. I mean, even Rustage's performance is starting off really low. Almost kind of sounds like he's like whispering, right? Like his kids are asleep in the other room. I wouldn't know nothing about that.
I fade into the background in my own life. I don't feel sad, I guess. At least I know I don't cry. I can't read intentions and I find it hard to show mine. Maybe superhuman, but not super when I'm so blind.
Might not be superhuman. Okay. I like that. You know, kind of saying that, you know, even though you got all these powers and everything, you know, you still got these flaws, just airing them out right there. Okay.
Can't read intentions and I find it hard to show mine. Maybe superhuman, but not super when I'm so blind. Always so ahead of me, and I can't even read the room. Talking in a melody when I can't even speak in tune. All I know.
Ooh, talking in a melody and I can't even speak in tune, right? You hear? Ooh, oh, he's okay. We got poetic Rustage here. I mean, honestly, when it comes to his wordsmith ability, when do we not get it? But I like him what he's saying here. Talking in a melody, right? I can't even say it in tune. So that's that, man. Oh my goodness. You can break that down so many ways, right? I'm sitting here talking to you, explaining how I'm feeling and whatnot, but I can't find the right words. So it becomes ineligible to you, right? It just sounds like a whole bunch of mess. That's how oh my goodness. Come on, Rustage. Damn, we ain't even got to Zach B a Chewiecatt yet.
Intentions and I find it hard to show mine. Maybe superhuman, but not super when I'm so blind. Always so ahead of me, and I can't even read the room. Talking in a melody when I can't even speak in tune. All I know is jealousy, and I just want to see the truth, because no one ever taught me all the social rules and secret cues. Even when we're special, there's a part that's always missing. Wish that I could listen, knowing that my life is still unwritten, but I'm searching for a purpose.
I like that. Run that back.
There's a part that's always missing. Wish that I could listen, knowing that my life is still unwritten.
Wish that I can listen, knowing that my life is still unwritten, knowing that there's still more stuff to come. But sometimes you kind of get caught in the moment and everything, that you're ready to just write everything off as though something's not going to come. Okay, bro, I'm loving the laid back feeling of this. I thought we was going to kind of get like, you know, explosion and everything, but this kind of seems to be targeted more towards the psych of the guy. Like I said, I don't know what his name is. I think it's here in the comments. Shigeo Kageyama. Okay, I like this.
Written, but I'm searching for a purpose and my reason for existence in a world that's full of liars that will dress it up as wisdom. I'm not perfect, but I know.
Hey, and it's hard. It's hard these days to kind of like find out the people who are wise and people who just spit a bunch of nonsense. Honeyed words is what they use to hook you.
Purpose and my reason for existence in a world that's full of liars that will dress it up as wisdom. I'm not perfect, but I know that I should never lose control. We're all just slaves to our emotions and the struggles that we hold. And I've been silencing my words. I don't want others getting hurt, but I keep feeling like I'm spilling out the cookie cutter mold. And
I like he said that we're all slaves to our emotions. We are. A lot of us are, right? And I always tell people, you know, when I'm doing my reactions that, you know, the more in control of your emotions you can get, the better your life is going to be, you know. But at the end of the day, you know, emotions are powerful, right? We have them for a reason. You know, we feel things, right? I like that.
Been silencing my words. I don't want others getting hurt, but I keep feeling like I'm spilling out the cookie cutter mold.
I'm spilling out the cookie cutter mode, right? So we all kind of address ourselves and move ourselves to, you know, in the ways that society kind of grooms us, you know what I mean? And if anybody starts going out that way, then they're kind of looked as the odd way out. So, you know, when he says the cookie cutter mode, he essentially just saying, this type of image of how you should behave when you're in front of people and whatnot. He's breaking outside of that. And sometimes that's not bad. You'll find that some of the most influential people on this planet are somebody truly unique. And I like to think that it's because they've embraced that uniqueness, which allowed them to kind of fit outside of that cookie cutter mode, while people naturally kind of just gravitate towards them because they're different. It's different from what they've seen.
Balance in my words, I don't want others getting hurt, but I keep feeling like I'm spilling out the cookie cutter mold. Another member of the mob, but also always sticking out. I keep the fire on the hob because I'll never simmer down. I always felt like I was lost, whilst others had it figured out, but now I know I'm not alone, so I don't ever need to live in doubt.
That's something like that. Okay, so the beautiful thing about, well, the wonderful thing about when it comes to collabs, right? And while I know there's like a whole lot of people who want to see this person with that person, and then the artist, right, that have in question, they will say something along the lines of, all right, well, I need to find a song that compliment us, right? And we're looking at the way that Russ is just rapping, and this is something along the lines of how Zach would rap, right? Because he's a huge narrative rap, like the way that he rap, his cadence and everything. This is something that this is something that was made for them. Now, the interesting thing is that it's almost as if like Rustage, he has a lot of type of styles that he raps. This is one of them and everything, but it almost looks like he raps this way to almost like to compliment Zach. You know what I mean? He ain't super going bar out, right? He's matching Zach's energy. We still ain't heard Chewiecatt, but I bet Chewie's on the hook.
Take a breath and it's alright. We can fight in the darkest times. Be yourself and it's alright. And your life is what you decide. The light we hide can never fade. Given time we'll find a way. And I don't know if this is all I'm worth, but I will be okay. Through the night I count the days. I'd rather die than lie awake. And I don't know if I'll be happier, but I will be okay.
So interesting, right? The title of this song. I don't know if this is going to do, I don't know if I'm going to do this. I don't know if we're going to do this, but I know I'll be okay, right? Saying the words that I know I'll be okay is the anchor, right? And this is something that you could tune your mind to keep thinking that then you'll make it through, through all the suckiness, because you have that anchor that's keeping you grounded, that's stopping you from making some of those really, really rash decisions. I'm pretty sure some of you that are watching that have your own like YouTube channels and everything, right? You get to those type of slumps where nothing's performing the way it should be. Even as a music artist, those of you that are watching, it doesn't seem like everything's like popping off and everything. But you root yourself and saying, it's cool. Everything will be okay. I just got to keep pushing it. I just got to keep being myself. I got all these issues. I can air them out in the music, but at the end of the day, it's all going to be okay. It's an inspiring song. All right. Come on, Zach, what you got?
I don't know if I'll be happier, but I will be okay.
One day I'll open up, but for now I'll keep it internal. All up in my mind like they got me running in circles. Always stay inside of my shell like I was a turtle, just afraid of what's ahead. I'll be fine when I make the hurdles.
I like that. Just afraid of what I'll be fine if I make the hurdles. Real quick, there's this story that I don't know if you guys heard about Will Smith, and he was basically just kind of detailing the type of events that was going on in his head as he was preparing for this jump out of the plane. He was sitting there thinking, first time jumping out, 10,000 feet in the air. He was thinking about all the type of things that can go wrong. And if it did go wrong, it would mean his death. I mean, he was so afraid and everything. But one thing that and this is the reason why I keep it in my head, is that once he finally jumped out of the plane, he had assistant jump. I believe he was tied with somebody. Then all of a sudden, the fear and everything that he had just vanished. It was like an afterthought, right? So that was the hurdle that he had to get over. And the wall just seemed so big. But once you made it past that hurdle, you realized just how insignificant it was. And that's what Zach's talking about right here.
Always stay inside of my shell like I was a turtle, just afraid of what's ahead. I'll be fine when I make the hurdles. When I socialize with others, I need a bit of rehearsal. Okay. What's even the point when I struggle at being verbal? The worst that it can hurt are from words I keep in my journal. I don't need another ear just to hear my heart turning purple.
I don't need another ear. The worst that it can hurt are from words I keep in my journal. I don't need another ear just to hear my heart turning in purple. Again, almost kind of, internalizing, right? Keeping that whole entire internalizing scheme where I rather just keep to myself, right? Than explain these type of things to people and then make me feel more insignificant than I'm already feeling, right? I mean, I've written this stuff already. Okay. Yo, some people need to hear this. This is a good song.
The worst that it can hurt are from words I keep in my journal. I don't need another ear just to hear my heart turning purple. Wish this was forever, I wish we could be immortal. Talking with you's a different world, like I walk through a portal. And so it's in how you treat it, I'm staying true to my morals. And never could count the days that I wish I could just be normal. Look, I'm sorry that I'm different than how you want me to be. Always at my throat and they still expect me to breathe. Hit a different low that you wouldn't fucking believe. But I never care what you think, like I'm better when doing me.
Facts. Never care what you think. I'm better when doing me. Love that, man. Oh my goodness. I didn't expect inspirational Rustage and Zach and Chewy to come at me, bro. This kind of threw me for a wrench, right? This is the type of see. I enjoy nerdcore a whole lot. You know what I mean? But you know, there are some songs, you know, that I'll listen to that, you know, while I'm doing a reaction, I don't feel like super equipped or at the very least, at least trying to break down some of these things that you're listening to and everything. But this one's more aligning with some of the morals and stuff and practices that I practice, you know, daily. Right. So when I hear something like this and it sounds super inspirational, then word vomit's just going to start coming out of my mouth for those of you who don't skip the commentary.
A different low that you wouldn't fucking believe, but I never care what you think, like I'm better when doing me.
Facts.
Take a breath and it's alright. We can fight in the darkest times.
And I know what this is like. No matter if it's difficult, you always have to try.
Right.
Be yourself and that's alright.
Come on, Chewy.
And your life is what you decide.
And we don't ever need to hide. Keep on learning to be happy with the person that's inside.
Love that, man. I love that. I'm gonna tell you guys something that might be like a super hot take, and I know I'm kind of struggling, you know, not struggling, but I know I'm kind of going off base, but that's just the type of reactor that I am, right? I know obviously he's making references to the anime. Since I haven't seen the anime, some of the references are going to get past me, but I like to look underneath the deeper layer. And it's something that I found that was very interesting is, you know, is accountability. You know, some people, especially when it comes to relationships, some people get together with somebody and they rely on that other person to make them happy, right? When in fact, that's not the way it's supposed to work, right? You have to learn how to be happy. You have to learn how to make yourself happy before you can make somebody else happy. You got to learn how to make yourself before you can expect other people to make you happy. The reason why is because if you don't learn that internal happiness, right? And you got somebody that's coming in that's making you happy, well then that's just temporary, because what happens when they leave? It's going to leave you in a more sunken place than you started before. So when he said you got to learn how to love yourself, that's super important. Like, it really is important. Like, self-care, like, I feel like it's not practiced enough by some of us. It's super important, man. It ain't always just about, you know, physical health, right? Mental, that's most of the time, that's where it starts, and everything else just kind of goes down from there. So
And we don't ever need to hide. Keep on learning to be happy with the person that's inside.
The light we hide can never fade. Given time, we'll find
This is smooth.
a way. And I don't know if this is all I'm worth, but I will be okay. Through the night, I count the days. I'd rather die than lie awake. And I don't know if I'll be happier, but I will be okay.
okay. Yeah, see, man. Nah, this right here, this video right here was right along the lines of something that I like to react to. You know, one of them things where, you know, sometimes I'll be reacting to something and I'll be aware of the time. You know what I mean? I really will be aware of the time. And then again, there's the songs I react to that just completely take me out of it, right? Just kind of gives me a whole new different experience, and it just makes me want to dig in and find out more about the song. And that's what this one, you know, it'd be surprising to you guys, you know, but honestly, I would put this song at the very, very top of one of my favorite Rustage songs, right? Because I feel like this is, you know, all of this music, you know, is good. It's just, I feel like this one is a very, very impactful one, right? Because sometimes the difference between you feeling like crap and you feeling good can only be like a single sentence, right? It ain't got to be a whole song. It could be a single statement. It could be just a different outlook on life. Like, it's crazy what just a couple of words can do and how it can change the way you think and the way you live your life. And I feel like there was a lot of little tidbits in here, actually, if not the whole song, that if you listen to it and you kind of take someone to the heart, that you could take some lessons from this. So you guys did a good job. Thank you guys for staying around for the commentary. That's the end of this video. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.